Hey everybody, it's Brian with Milltown Speed here, and if you're looking for an LS engine for your next project, we've got one right here, and I'm going to show it to you right now. Alright, so when I first got this engine on the engine run stand and fired up, I noticed it had a lifter tick, so I tore it all back down and replaced all of the lifters with a complete set of lifters from Brian Tooley Racing. Those would be LS3 lifters, and then I obviously put it back together with new multi-layer steel head gaskets. I also replaced the oil pump. It's got a Melling oil pump on it and new timing chain. And then replaced the oil pan pickup O-ring. Obviously it's got new oil and oil filter on it. And then I also replaced the water pump, the thermostat, and the front accessory drive belt. So that's all the new parts on this particular engine. It didn't really need a whole lot. So it's ready to go. It's ready to run. All right, so on the PCM programming part of this, there's a lot of things that we can do. The VATS, the vehicle anti-theft system, has already been removed on this, so that is not a problem. But I can program whatever you want to have programmed for fans. If you want electric fans, we can program the temperatures to turn on and off, what transmission you're running, if it's a manual auto, 4L60, 4L80. Do you want your rear O2s on, functioning or not? Are you going to run a mass airflow sensor, or are you going to run speed density? I can set that up for you either way you want. Things like rev limiter, we can set that up for you. Fuel tank volume, rear end gear ratio, or tire size. I can input all of that into the PCM before you take possession of it. That way it's ready to roll for you once you get it in your project. So this is all in an effort to give you as complete of a package as possible, so you can drop it in whatever your project is and get going as soon as you can. Alright folks, as promised, we're going to run this little 5.3 on the engine run stand and let you see everything that we can see when the thing's running. So, and it is cold, so I've got water in my finger. That's nice and cold. You can verify here that engine coolant temperature, if it'll focus. So engine coolant temp's 46 degrees, and I think we're ready to go. So that's rolling. I'm going to turn on my fuel pump. See, the alternator's working, 14.7 volts. It's nice and cool right now. You can see oil pressure. Between 45 and 50 psi cold. It's nice and quiet. I'm going to open that so I don't die. See, it's idling down nice. So we got our cam position sensor is functioning just fine. The mass airflow sensor has got a good signal. Air inlet temp has got a good signal. Engine coolant temp 81 degrees on the rise. We've got a good map sensor there. It's got a good reading. That's absolute, so don't worry, that's absolute. And then you can see here are the voltages for the front O2 sensors. They are swinging between close to 1 and close to 0, so those are functioning properly. And it is still an open loop because it's still warming up. Sounds awesome. You can see there aren't any leaks. There's nothing dripping. Coolant temperature's up to 113 degrees now. Oil pressure a little over 40, which is good. And that's coming right out of the back of the block there. That's normally where your standard oil pressure sending unit would hook up to. Alright, so we're back. I moved my lights quick. We're at 131 degrees now. It's slowly coming up to temperature. And we're now in closed loop. So we're doing a little bit here of adjustment. Mainly it's having to pull fuel out because I don't have an air intake on this. So it's getting more air than it's used to with the standard Silverado long intake pipe, which is a little bit restrictive. So that's why it's having to pull a little bit of fuel out. But now you can see the front accessory drive pretty well. Nice and smooth. This is ready to go, ladies and gentlemen. So it's all running with the engine harness and the PCM that I'm going to sell it with. So it's not like I'm going to take this off and give you something else. This is the actual harness with all the sensors that you're going to get when you buy this. Obviously, all of this stuff is mine. It goes with my run stand, but you're going to get the engine, wiring harness, computer. It's all programmed, ready to roll. It's got just a regular automatic flywheel, automatic transmission, flex plate on there. And although these pipes here are mine, you're going to get the front O2 sensors because we've proven that they work, and it's important that you have them for your install. So that's it. I'm going to sign off and get this on a pallet ready to go. All right, folks. So that's it. I hope you like what you saw, and I hope I did this little engine justice. It should make a great hot rod engine for somebody. Just not me, because I have too many engines and projects. So this one needs to go. If you are interested or you have questions, all of my contact info and pricing and all that kind of stuff is in the description box below this video. So give me a shout if you're interested. If not, no big deal. Keep watching the Muletown Speed and Dyno channel for more of our down and dirty type of builds. And thanks for watching.